Newspaper reporter Darren Wright is fatally shot by a serial killer. Now he's writing his greatest stories ever. Headlines in Heaven, a novel by Lily Hill, available at Amazon. It's very important to keep our animals and often our children contained on our property. That means a good fence and a good gate. In this video, I'm going to tell you about gates and gate latches that I've found to be the easiest and most successful at containing my charges. I can even tell you ways to help keep people from accidentally leaving the gate open. It's very important to have the gate always closed when it's to keep animals and children from getting onto the highway or into the pool. Important note, my methods are not 100% reliable, but I've found they work most of the time, and they're cheap and easy. Just please don't think this means you never need to check that the gate is closed. What kind of gate do you want or need? You can cheaply make a gate out of 2x4s and wire. I often make mine 4 foot by 4 foot, but you may need one bigger or smaller. Welded wire is prone to breaking, so it's better to use twisted wire. What kind of twisted wire would depend on how small or strong of animals you want to keep in. Personally, I don't like most chain link fence gates. They have a gap between the gate and the pole to allow for latching, which small animals can get through. It's easy for some animals to push open the latch. If the gate is made of bending poles, like most are, then there will be gaps around the edges that chickens and other small animals can squeeze through. There are ways you can make them work, but it's harder and more expensive than wooden gates. Now to talk about latches. There are hook latches, which are cheap, easy to attach, and often still work even after the gates have settled and moved. I like best the latches that you just close the gate against and they latch. But some latches like that can be hard to open from the other side, unless you have an easy way to stick your hand through. They do have that little hole at the top, so you can tie a wire or a string to it to pull it open from the other side, which sort of works. There are some latches that you just close the gate against and can be opened on both sides, though they're needed when you can't make an easy way to put your hand through. These types of latches are usually called things like post mount gate latch and self-locking automatic gravity lever fence gate latch. Probably if you just do a search for gate latch, you'll see what you need. You can see all different sizes and styles. If you have such a gate latch, then a simple bungee cord can close them behind careless people. You can also get gate springs, called self-closing gate springs. Those would work better than a bungee cord and should be used when it is very important to keep the gate closed. But as long as the gate has a smooth ride to the finish, a cheaper, easier bungee cord works. If there are obstacles in the way, like the gate's low to the ground and catches on rocks and sticks, then a bungee cord probably won't work. But when bungee cords are practical, just hook one end of the bungee cord to the gate and the other to the post. It stretches when people go through and pulls the gate back on the latch. That's it for this lecture. I'm glad you watched, and I hope you learned something you can use.